Ingen Ushak. Ushak.
Don't mind me.
I was just trying to know a few phrases in Swedish from his our patient. Professional development, really. It's always good to try and learn something new. Try and make people feel more comfortable. Free app if you're interested.
I don't really have the time.
Of course. We're so busy these days, aren't we?
What with Raf and Essie disappearing to AAU?
Right. All right. Just get out there.
Yeah, if you could.
Right.
Can you get me to put a rush on that, please? Cheers, thank you. Is it all booked in?
Yeah, Nina's on the case.
Oh, great.
Should be going in within the hour.
Okay, well, I'd better call Shona.
Oh, I was going to tell you this later.
What now?
Giuseppe and Cindy, they are together.
What? How do you know that?
She just admitted it.
For crying out loud.
He really can't keep it in his pants, can he?
I must have mug written across my forehead.
Well, you just see the best in people.
My brother doesn't have a best.
Well, that's what I love about you.
What, that Mr. Gullible?
No.
Well, I'm calling her anyway. She's got a right to know that he's sick.
How's Miss Herbury?
Still in recovery, being monitored.
Very good. Keep me updated, please.
You're aware of the trial Sarah and I are hoping to carry out?
The C1 esterase inhibitor, yes?
Canahilamide. I don't think it's overstating it to say that if it was on the market, Miss Herbury would never have needed surgery.
How so?
We could have inhibited the kallikrein-kinin and complement system to stop the destructive enzymes from being released when pancreatitis was first diagnosed.
Remind me of the results so far, please.
Phase 3 showed consistent suppression of adaptive immune cells with significant reduction in inflammatory markers.
It's very impressive.
We're in a position to move to a phase 4 trial, and we were hoping for your support. Is that something you think you'd be able to help with?
Send me the documentation, I'll take a look.
Thank you.
Looks like a pretty straightforward resection.
Look, can you make sure that there's no tension in the joint?
I intend to.
This has to work.
I know.
There's no way that he'd be able to cope with a stoma.
Leave it to me. He'll be fine.
Dr. DeLuca, who do I have to pay to get a cup of tea?
He comes over to me, and then he put his hands on me, right? So anyway, I said, how would you like me to cure your piles by kicking them straight back up?
Donna,
I'm on my break.
how about you two? Any chance of leading from the front? Everything okay?
Fine. Thank you.
Listen, I wasn't being hypercritical of you in theatre earlier.
Didn't occur to me that you were.
It was a tricky call.
Absolutely.
My objections weren't intended as a slight on your abilities.
They weren't taken as such.
It's just a clinical difference of opinion.
Between yourself and Mr. Hansen.
Exactly.
I was happy to follow the instruction of whoever won the day.
I wanted to make sure that you know that I have every confidence in you.
I know. Thank you.
Good. That's a relief. I'll be taking you through soon.
Right.
No need to be nervous.
It's easy for you to say.
I've spoken to Miss Carmick.
Ball breaker.
She's a brilliant surgeon.
Do me a favour, will you?
What's that?
Phone Shona and tell her there's no need to come down.
Why not?
It's a long way to travel if there's nothing to worry about.
At all?
How do you mean?
Well, I thought you might want to avoid her meeting your new girlfriend.
What?
Don't even start, Giuseppe.
Honestly, seriously.
Giuseppe!
All right, you got me.
This is all a big joke to you, isn't it?
Not a joke. A bit of fun.
Fun? Oh, and is it fun for your wife and for your kids?
Oh, please, not the high horse.
I thought you wanted to save your marriage.
I do.
By screwing your boss.
Shona knows nothing about this.
And what if she did?
Cindy's not some bunny boiler who's going to turn up on my doorstep.
How do you know that?
We understand each other.
You are a walking cliche, mate.
No, what I've been walking on for the past 18 months is eggshells.
Whose fault is that?
Do you know, I'm away in the rigs for months at a time, right? And then I come home and it's like I'm on permanent probation.
How do you mean?
No booze, no bets, and certainly
Yeah,
no...
all right, but why don't you just leave?
I can't.
Why not?
I love my children.
What about your wife?
I love her too, or at least I would, given half a chance.
You've already put that poor girl through the mill.
Aye, well, there's two sides to every story.
No, this story there isn't.
So, what are you going to do about it?
I don't know.
Are you going to phone her and blab and deprive my kids of their father?
If her mum was
Aye, she'd be turning in her grave.
How the hell did we come out of the same womb?
No idea whatsoever, pal.
Oh, is that Mr. Gerber's results? Great. Heart rate 88. That's good. BP 110 over 70.
There's impressive stuff in there.
Any surgeon could have done.
But they didn't, did they? You did. And plenty of frozen under the glare of the big man.
Let me know when she's awake, will you?
No, have a quick chat.
I'm actually a little bit busy at the moment.
Of course, whenever, son.
Soon, yeah?
We'll get you back in a few weeks for a check, but you shouldn't get any of the attacks anymore.
We'll try not to put any stress on your heart.
So, no football?
Probably best not, just for now. This, of course, doesn't apply to you.
What?
What are you doing later?
Nothing.
Wrong answer. You'll be joining me for the fully sold-out match at Ashton Road.
What?
Well, Mr. Parsons didn't need his tickets, so I took them off his hands.
I'm broke.
My shout.
Are you serious?
Of course, it'll be fun.
I never thought of you as the football type.
Oh, man, I love football. Terraces, swearing, knee-deep in beer cans. It's brilliant.
Well, this is amazing.
Chill out, mate. It's not a big deal.
How much did you pay for the tickets?
It's not much. So we go for a pint first at Albi's.
Absolutely.
Cool.
White count 19, hemoglobin 82, lactate 2.3. Frederick's in post-surgery now. I thought he performed very well in surgery. You should be proud. I understand there were difficulties in his last job.
Well, I think scandal is probably the word. It was a remarkable diagnosis, wasn't it? The pancreatic pseudocyst.
It's not something I would have looked for.
No, me neither. Not so soon, anyway.
When you're hot, you're hot.
Has he talked to you about tanahilamide?
No.
It's a drug he's been trialling, a C1 esterase inhibitor, which could perhaps have treated Miss Herbery before she needed surgery.
Does it work?
Well, phase 3 results are very strong, and he would like to do phase 4 trials here.
I see. What are you going to do?
Have you any idea where Giuseppe's disappeared to?
He's been taken ill.
Seriously?
We've had to admit him.
What's up?
Bowel problem.
Oh, right.
He needs an up.
Good God. No wonder his brother looked right through me.
Did he?
You told him about us, didn't you?
Giuseppe's wife's on her way here.
Yes, of course.
How would you feel about a transfer to another ward?
Last thing I want's trouble.
We had to remove your spleen, but that is something you will recover from fairly quickly. However, the damage to your pancreas from the cyst means you will need to take medication.
For how long? Really?
Possibly up to a year.
You don't know?
We'll just have to see. We'll keep you in here for a couple of weeks to observe.
You said I would be home in 3 days.
Because of the open surgery, the recovery is longer than we anticipated.
My mother, I can't afford to keep her in care for that long.
Is there no one else you can stay with?
She's an 84-year-old diabetic. She can't just go anywhere. Fredrik, you said it would be fine. You said to trust you.
This is a good outcome.
He said, I don't know what I'm gonna do. My mother should have had this done in Sweden when I had a chance.
Perhaps we could have done it earlier. But things don't always go as planned in surgery. And if things went wrong like they did, we wouldn't have had the best pancreatic surgeon in Europe standing over you.
Yes, your father. Why didn't you tell me?
Because it's not important. I know. It could have been much worse. It was the right decision. Do you agree?
So she's finished now? Yeah, she's good. Any news?
No, nothing. Where's
Oh, checked out.
Really?
Private healthcare, apparently.
Just like that?
Chauffeur-driven ambulance whisked her away.
Oh, small mercies, eh? Have you seen Donna around?
No. Is everything right with you two?
Yeah.
Keep me posted about Giuseppe.
Come in. Ah, there isn't a problem with Miss Hairberry, is there?
No, I just... How did you go on with that documentation for the trial?
Ah, yes, I did have a look. Very impressive, isn't it?
Thank you.
Particularly the adaptive immunological data, very promising.
Does that mean Holby will host it?
I wonder if you might like to look further afield.
I see.
I'd be happy to set up a meeting with an excellent facility in Birmingham.
You saw what I did in there. I know you were impressed.
Yes. I was so impressed I wondered if perhaps you'd had a bit of a head start.
What?
Did you perhaps encounter Miss Hairberry in Sweden?
Of course I did.
Yes. And you didn't think to tell us?
I wanted you to give Tana Hillamide a chance.
So you thought that I would agree to host your trial if I saw you were a good surgeon? I see. Well, unfortunately, I can't allow any suggestion of nepotism. And, of course, there is the question of what happened in the past.
This is my chance to make it right.
No, I'm sorry, but at this stage, I can't give you the support you need.
Miss Carnick, how did it go?
Unqualified success.
Oh, thank God.
Remove about a foot of his intestine.
But he's okay.
A few days in bed and he'll be fine.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank me. Do my audit.